The North County Raiders have been preaching family, togetherness, and overcoming adversity during training camp this year. The Raiders had plenty of adversity during a 1-9 campaign in Dave Dallas's first season last year.
Number one, we want to play harder as a football team, and we want to be able to face adversity a little bit better. I think, at times last year we got in adversity situations and we didn't know how to respond to it. And, I want to see us face that adversity a little bit more. And, I think that's, part about teaching kids not only football but about life as well. And you're handed challenges in life and how you deal with them, and those things are important. But also, I think we want to be a more physical football team on both sides of the football as well.
Returning for his senior year, quarterback Dylan Cater, who was thrown into the fire just a few games in last year.
I think I've improved a lot. I got I got to start at the beginning of the summer instead of going into the season and only getting to work on it then. I get the whole summer to work on it, improve my skills, and be better at it.
Well, what's going to help Dylan is I think we know Dylan better. I think we're going to put him in better situations, that he's going to be more comfortable in, the three-step game, quick passing game. Let him be a little bit more of an athlete out there versus trying to force feed him on, hey, this is what we're doing, and he kind of got thrown in the fire there. But he's really developed as a quarterback. He's making better decisions, throwing better balls. It's just night and day where he was last year.
Also returning is wide receiver / tight end Adam McGraw.
I expect us to work hard, mainly, fight through adversity, and notch a couple wins under our belt. Be nice.
Dallas says Cater and McGraw are a part of a large group of returning seniors.
Yeah, we'll have 17 seniors, so that's a pretty good group. So I think those guys are all good quality guys, and there's not one of those guys that just are the outstanding superstar football player. They're all good football players and solid and competitors and good athletes. So I think that makes a difference. You don't have that, like last year we kind of rode Tyler a little bit. This year I think that'll be to our advantage, that we'll be able to force us to be a little bit more balanced and more structured.
Coach Dallas is speaking of Tyler Curtis there, the Raiders' lone dream teamer from last season and 1,300-yard rusher. Dallas says it'll take more than just one player to fill his shoes.
Riley Smith, Austin Rawls, Eli Turnbow. We'll even see Matt Black in the backfield some. So, I think we'll do that by a committee situation, and I think it so far has worked very well for us up to this point in time.
Also lost at graduation, 4-year starting offensive tackle Drew Forbes, who's now a SEMO Red Hawk. But Cater feels good about the linemen coming back to protect him.
They got my back. They're a bunch of guys. We love each other. We always hang out together. They got my back, I got theirs. They know that.
We return all those offensive linemen from last year besides Drew, and Drew is a pretty good one there. And you got Frankie Holsey that played on both sides of the ball. He'll play a little bit. Noah that's just a senior kid. So we're senior ridden on the offensive line.
On the outside, McGraw will head up a pretty strong group of receivers.
Got a lot of really good athletes. Logan Whitwell, he's a freak athlete. He really get up and get it. Matt Black's a very good athlete as well. Colin Hughes he really huge hands, impressive actually. But he can catch a lot.
You got Adam, you got Logan, Matt, little fast guy. You got Tyler Johnson, big sophomore. You got a bunch of others we can bring in. I'm confident they can all catch the ball, they can all run, make plays.
But Coach Dallas says the talent is there, but nothing is solidified yet during camp.
We still got to find some answers at our outside receiver positions. Logan Whitwell will play out there, and he's back playing this year, and we're glad to have him back. And Devin Ward and Tyler Johnson, a sophomore kid, has really looked good in training camp. And Colin Hughes, he really played well towards the end of the year last year, is the other outside receiver. And then Matt Black will play the inside receiver this year, and he played the outside last year.
McGraw has his position sewn up, and he sees this offense taking a major step forward this year.
I think tremendously, really. I think Cater he has one whole summer under his belt. He's gotten a lot better. That makes the passing game better out of his quarterback.
And just as most of the starters return on offense, the same can be said for the defensive side of the ball.
Defensively, we're going to be a little bit faster than we've been, and I think our physicality there defensively. So, and up front, defensive line-wise, we got all those guys back. You have Rodenberg back. He'll be a two-blade player for us. Devin Scott, who had an outstanding year as a sophomore last year, will be back, and he'll be an outstanding football player for us.
So 9 starters return on offense, 9 starters return on defense, but just 4 seniors lost to graduation. Cater plays in the defensive backfield, but he believes the strength of the D will be the big men up front.
Probably D-line will probably be the strength. We've got a lot of guys who've been working hard D-line, big guys improving every day.
That Raider defense ranked 3rd in the conference, giving up over 30 points per game last season, so they will need to improve. I asked Coach Dallas what he thought the strength of the team would be.
Offensively, I think it's going to be balanced. I think we're going to be a much more balanced team, be able to pass the ball effectively and run the ball effectively, and we're going to be able to get the tempo that we want to get offensively. Defensively, I think it's going to be a lot of our experience back. You can tell there's a sense of maturity in our guys. We got the weight room. We've got a year under our belt in the weight room. Physically, we can just tell the difference, particularly on the defensive side of the ball.
The Raiders will be trying to snap a 7-game losing streak when they line up against Roosevelt Week 1. McGraw believes the team has taken the necessary steps to turn it around.
I really think offensively, I think we'll be able to move the ball up and down the field. Just take advantage of your opportunities, especially try to capitalize on those.
His quarterback agrees.
Honestly, I think it's been insane how much we've improved and how much we've gotten better and work harder, just the intensity and how we go through things now. We're not just lagging, we're pushing hard and we're going through till the finish.
As for Coach Dallas, he believes just having a year of experience with this team will go a long way.
Oh, much more comfortable. Just, the thing about it is, you don't know one player. You're trying to evaluate, and now you're a year ahead of where you want to put guys and, shift guys around and make sure they're in the right position, whether it be receiver, quarterback, defensive back, you get them in the right position where they can be successful and we can be successful as a team.
Tune in to Regional Radio for coverage of the 2015 North County Raiders, beginning with a pigskin preview on Wednesday, August 19th. Reporting for Regional Radio Sports, I'm Glenn Johnson.
Family on 3. 1, 2, 3, family.